What's up, YouTube? The old Bayside geocacher, Brian Katona, back with another geocaching adventure with Sticksport Girl. Today we're going to be doing part 3 of the Chester Valley Trail. It's another cold, sunny day here in Chester County. Good day to get out and get a bit of a walk in. Too cold to be running, but warm enough if you dress properly to do some caching. Hope you are liking this adventure series. We're enjoying putting this together for you. If you do, give us a thumbs up. Always consider subscribing down below. You know Mr. BA is up on Instagram, but 2 things before we start. Number 1, as we were out caching, we happened to run into the mom of the young man who passed away from an osteosarcoma, a very difficult malignancy to treat. His name was Oliver. She had been putting these rocks out and about the bench that was dedicated to him. So we took one. We had a lovely conversation with her. We did not ask permission to film, which is why she's not part of this. But we will leave a link below in the description in terms of if you'd like to know something about Oliver. And you can see that Oliver rocks. Lastly, as you know, the geocaching and fishing is sponsored by the same sponsor, CK Productions, LLC. So before we get to today's caching adventure, a word from our sponsor.
This episode is brought to you by Corey Katona and CK Productions for all your audio and voiceover needs. Visit www.coreykatona.com for more information. That's www.coreykatona.com.
Alright, hello everyone, welcome back. As you can see, it's a little bit colder of a day today. I've got my scarf that I'm wearing because it's pretty windy. We are back on the Chester Valley Trail for part 3 of our caching series on the Chester Valley Trail. We're looking for PET 49. It's a micro. The hint is PET 49 equals 20. I don't know. That's a bad thing. That's not my area. But we are very close. We are within 30 or 40 feet. So we will navigate and come back to when we hopefully found it.
Okay, good.
Okay. Alright everyone, so we were struggling to figure out what the hint meant. And the hint was that the name of this cache equals 20. So we were like, what does that mean? So originally I walked by this and I saw that it was 49 and that's the number of this cache, but I was like, but what does 20 have to do with it? But, you know, Mr. BA, the math man over here, was like, oh, we walked around a little bit and he's like, you know, 7 plus 4 plus 9 equals 20. And I'm like, oh, I thought it does. I didn't even think of it. So, and when you dig in here, there's a little screw that comes out. So that is the cache. So, you know, it's a team effort every day here with Corey caching. So I'll see if my fingers will work to unscrew this. I'll try to send the log and we'll come back when we're at our next cache. Everyone, welcome back. We are here on the Chester Valley Trail. We're looking for PET 47 Vanguarding, which is aptly named because in front of me is the building of Vanguard.
That's Vanguard, the mutual fund company.
So it's a pretty big campus out here. It's a size other that we're looking for. We're within 15 feet of it here. And the hint is skinny. So we'll take a little look around, see if we can find it, and come back to when we hopefully found it. Mr. BA was very quickly able to spot where it was, and it's in here. It's skinny. Skinny is the right hint for it.
Okay.
So we'll sign the log and be on to the next cache. Welcome back. We are now looking for PET 45 Standing Rock TB Hotel. This is a size regular cache. We're very close. We're within 10 feet of it. And
if you look over Sticksport Girl's right shoulder, it looks like something that it could be.
Right. And the hint is seriously. So I think we've got a pretty good shot for it being over there. So let's go over and take a look. There it is.
And she has a travel bug, which she's going to drop in there, and then we'll be back with our next cache.
I'll drop this in there and we'll be back. We are at PET 43, rockin' and rollin'. So,
and you can see what's behind Stick Sport Girl.
Lots of rocks. So we're probably going to be taking a look in here. We are within 20 feet. The hint is tidal, and it's a size small. So we're going to navigate around, see if we can find it, and come back to one we hopefully have. So welcome back. We found it. It was kind of like tucked up in there. So,
but we're going to show you on the front here. You see there's two rocks. This one, and Mr. BA thought like, could that be a fake rock? But it's not. It was back in the crevice.
Back in the crevice.
So she's going to
sign the log and come back to our next, when we're at our next cache. Welcome back. We are looking for PET 41 Camo Knot. It says hints are above. We're about 20 feet. I think it's back in here somewhere. It's a size other, so we're gonna navigate and hopefully come back to.
Okay, when it says camel knots, the BA's thinking that it's in the knot of a tree somewhere.
It seems like a logical thing to assume. So we'll come back if we find it in the knot of the tree. If we find it somewhere else, and show you what we found.
All right, so tough to get in here by ourselves, but Mr. BA. I gotta wiggle this out. It's a creature of some sort in here. He's frozen in there. I'm not going to get that out. He's inside the knot of the tree. It looks like a some sort of action figure. So not going to get out of there. He's locked. He's frozen. So we'll take a picture. I'll take a picture and we'll send it and we'll go from there.
We are at PET 39, Artist, Adventurer, Explorer. And this is a multi-cache that we're going to be doing. So we're going to get some information here, which is going to help us find the final stage of the cache. And we're doing, what the video is doing is it's showing all the rocks, because just before we were here, the mother of the son who this bench is dedicated to was leaving rocks, which other people paint, and she leaves them here in his memory and in his honor. So it was really, really cool to hear her talk about him and to hear her share the experience that she's had doing this. So if anybody's here, it's a nice, it's a
lovely memory. We didn't ask permission to film her, so that's why she's not on the video.
So, but we have the bench to honor him, to help us find the cache. So, okay, so the information that we need to get is how many characteristics are described for Oliver in the third line of text on the bench inscription. So, how many characteristics? So, in the third line. So, companion, brother, son, friend to animals. That's 4.
Correct.
Okay, so then we're going to add this number to the posted coordinates for both the north and west coordinates to find the final container. So we'll plug those numbers in, and we will come back to when we have navigated closer to the final cache.
Girl.
Alright, so we were having a little issue with the GPS trying to put in the coordinates, but it wasn't that far away. So we're like, okay, let's look at the hint and see if we can figure it out. Dropping my phone, you know, it's a Saturday. But I saw that tree. I saw actually this tree. And
so that tree with that big knot down there, yep.
But it's actually within that little knot down there. So this is it. I'm going to sign the log and we'll be on to our next cache. So we are at PET 37, Attentive, Alert, Aware. This is a micro. We're within 10 feet. I'm literally right, like, standing over a road. So.
Yeah, that's why you heard the motorcycle or the car. Yes.
The hint is see the name. Attentive, alert, aware. So, caution. It'll be on the sign. We're gonna navigate around, see if we can find it, and we'll come back to one we hopefully have. So, Mr. BA made a quick find of this. There's a caution sign here, and he found this little guy nestled in there somewhere. So I'll take out the log if I can move my fingers and sign it, and we'll be back when we get to our next cache. Okay, welcome back. We're at PET 35. Park it here at West Lakes. This is a micro cache. We're about 15 feet away. and the hint is never any need of. So I don't know what that means, but maybe it'll make sense when we get closer to
Yeah,
it.
and these are a little history here about there were limestone quarries in here.
Yeah.
So I know that there are water-filled quarry pits along this trail up a little farther. Maybe we'll show some of those in a bit as we go up, but that's kind of cool there.
Definitely. Mr. BA was able to make the find, the grab. It was on the bottom of the bench. Park it here. He says it's the parking lot. It's like the parking lot for Fairfield and the parking lot for the Chester Valley Trail here. I just thought it meant park your butt on the bench. But, you know, I guess it can be interpreted multiple ways. So I'll sign the log and we'll come back when we're at our next cache. I think we're at our final cache for today on this part of the Chester Valley Trail. We're looking for PET 33 Heron View. This is a micro. We're within 10 feet. And the hint is no need to leave the trail. So we'll navigate, see what we can find here, and come back when we've hopefully found it. You can see it on the video, but it's a little bison tube thing here. So I'll take it out, I'll sign it, and that will probably be, oh no, we may have one when we go back to when we get back to our car. I think there's one in the park.
In the park, that's what she said. All right, good successful day, even though we're kind of cold.
Yes. Welcome back.
This is a bonus cache.
It's a bonus cache, sort of, for today. We're at the park where we parked to get to the Chester Valley Trail, and there's actually a cache somewhere along this wall that's behind me. So the cache is aptly named Wall Buster. It's a micro. We're about 155 feet away, and the hint is fenced out. So we're gonna get a little closer and hopefully come back to you when we have found it. Mr. BA was able to make the find. We had to do a little bushwhacking, but this was definitely the time of the year to do it. In the summer, this would not be at all enjoyable.
Yep, that's 202 right down there that you can hear. You can see where we came back along. It's along the sound barrier, and it's hidden right at the junction of the sound barrier and the fence. So Stick Sport Girl is going to sign the log, and we are done for the day.
We are. Thanks for joining us.
Next adventure soon.